Here's how you get both certifications with the least amount of effort. So here's why I recommend this approach. I simply want to help you save time. So go through the Certified Solutions Architect Associate first, then you can go right into the Cloud Practitioner. This certification is still for you, even if you don't have any experience. Even though the Solutions Architect Associate expects you to have about a year of hands-on experience in the cloud, and then the Cloud Practitioner is about 6 months, that's okay if you don't. Not everyone is going to be going into these certifications with that experience, but you do work really hard to gain that knowledge and experience through projects and also going through the training. You're also going to be working really hard to understand all these services and how they're going to be interconnected together. And if you're going to be working with these services, how are you going to secure them? What best practices are you going to be using to be able to deploy these for your client or for your organization? This is a high-level view of what the domains are going to cover. Domain is going to focus in on design secure architectures. Here's going to be a couple things I want you to focus on. Access controls and account management across multiple accounts. Security services, data access and governance. Domain number 2 is going to be design resilient architectures. Now here are some of the areas that they want you to focus in on. Load balancing concepts. Determine if you need to use an AWS service to decouple an application. You also need to know failover strategies. Domain number 3 is going to be design high performance architectures. You do need to understand the database architectures. Also having an understanding of the AWS compute services along with the use cases is going to be really helpful. And then the same goes for the storage. Number 4 is going to be design cost optimized architectures. In this domain, you're going to need to understand the AWS cost management. Data lifecycle and also data structures are going to be really important. And then a big component of this is also going to be the storage tiering and understanding how all those are going to be able to work together. When you pass a certification on AWS, you get a voucher for 50% on your next certification. That is fantastic. The difference though is $25. So in all reality, I look at about the amount of effort that you're going to be putting into this. It's easier to go to the route to the Solutions Architect Associate first and then do the practitioner. And even though it's only a $25 difference between that, I think you're going to be saving a lot more time and effort in that regard. It's just my opinion, but I would recommend to hold on to those 50% vouchers for a rainy day. If you're going to be going through the vouchers as you're getting it and you're acquiring those certifications, it's going to save you a lot of money up front. But then the first time that you fail, let's say it's on a professional or a specialty certification, it's going to stink as much as it already is when you fail. But then you're going to have to pay that money again in order to get that in order to retry for that certification. So it's always nice to have that in your back pocket for when you get to the tougher exams. Just my opinion, but take it as you will. Focus in on specifically the Solutions Architect Associate first, then you'll have about 90% of the knowledge you need in order to pass the Certified Cloud Practitioner. The area of focus is going to be on the fourth domain and the shared responsibility model. And please don't forget the well-architected framework as well. I encourage you to also get Tutorial Dojo and take the practice exams to ensure that you have all the information and you're getting really good passing scores. Once you get that information, schedule your exam, sit the exam, pass the exam, and you'll be good. You've been able to get both of those certifications with the least amount of effort. Do keep in mind that you are getting the top certification in the cloud industry, so don't go try getting a solutions architect role right from the get-go. You need to obtain more skills, you might need to get more certifications, and you also might need more experience. With all that being said, you can be able to do that with time and effort, and you're already doing that and putting your best foot forward. So get after it and you can do it. And always, thank you for your time, like and subscribe.